Hey Earth signs, my name is Rhoda and welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be the general reading for Earth signs, for Capricorns, Tauruses, and Virgos. Keep in mind these readings are timeless in general, so please take the messages as they resonate. I know y'all have been very patient, well some of you have been patient, some of you not so patient, with me getting to these when I had the time and space and energy to do them. We've been coming out of a crazy time, so I know all of us are like excited about that and can feel that, like, oh, we're finding our balance again, things are feeling a little bit more normal again, and really excited for the next 4 months. Meet myself personally. Earth signs, I just eagerly had to get on here to do your reading. I normally like sit in your energy for a bit, let some stuff come to me, and then I go and I start. And it was like, I just felt so eager. So Earth signs, I feel like that's actually more of a message for you. You're feeling really, really eager, almost impatient, but yeah, almost impatient. And it's good to have that excitement. It's good to have that kind of like fire and readiness to, you know, to start something, to learn something, to initiate something. I'm actually getting to ask the question. I don't know what you're asking or who you're asking it to. That's interesting. Eager to ask the question. You're feeling really good. You're feeling really good again. I do feel like there's still some like pieces of clarity and information that's still coming to you. I think that might be why you're a little restless, because maybe you still intuitively are knowing it's still not quite the right time to jump. But yeah, I feel like you're just really restless right now. They keep showing me the horse for you, which I love for my earth signs, because earth is it's a mastery of the earth element. It is stamina, it's endurance, but it's also grace. It's also grace. It's very like feminine and masculine at the same time. It has a nice like regality to it. There's also I'm getting Knight of Pentacles energy and King of Pentacles energy. Again, that readiness with the Knight, right? All Knights are fire energy. That readiness with the Knight is coming in, but a Knight of Pentacles is still cautious. A Knight of Pentacles still moves slowly with intention, and it's not because they're just like perfectionists. I know it's Virgo energy, but it's not that. It's because they want to do things the right way, in the right time, in the right order, by divine law. That is a Knight of Pentacles energy. And a King of Pentacles has mastered that. I feel a lot of ideas with this King of Pentacles energy. I feel a lot of, again, that readiness with the Knight. It's like a coupled energy that you're carrying, like a King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, horse like energy. Think of it like that. King of Pentacles knows how to maintain the 10. They know how to bring the 10, create the 10, and maintain the 10, and start all over again if they need to create a whole other version of a 10 of Pentacles for themselves. I feel like you're in that energy. You're wanting to be the King of Pentacles, but you need to utilize the Knight to do it right. Ooh, there it is. Okay. All right. So this could also be someone that you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be you or someone in your energy field, someone you know, because energy's fluid, not linear. Let's dive in. I normally start the animals and I'm feeling them, but I pulled one deck out of retirement. On Patreon, I'm doing giveaways. So for my patrons who have not looked at the post recently, I announced two giveaway winners yesterday. Wow, that was yesterday. Time. Time is weird. I cannot believe that was just yesterday. It feels like it was 5 days ago. Anyway, moving on. So I pulled one deck out of retirement, and it's called the Spellcasting deck. All the decks that I use are linked below for your own convenience. If you are wondering what they're like or you want to purchase them, they're linked below. They're not my decks. It's, you know, just sharing information. Anyway, I feel called to pull from this deck. So we're going to pull a card from here, and then we're going to go ahead and pull from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, okay? Okay. Yeah, I feel like a 7. You are so in your element, earth signs. I love it. You're so in earth energy, but you still got that fire going on, which is like perfect. They were showing me like someone like really slowly working to make like pottery and like vases and things like that, where it's like there is a slow intentional nurturing with this fire that you have, and wanting to really come from this King of Pentacles place of really wanting to achieve your goals and have it be long lasting, not like a, okay, I got there and then you can't really hold on to it, or there are a lot of problems. And that comes with like a 7-8 of Pentacles energy, where you're evaluating, you're looking at your plans, your logistics, your resources, time. Even I'm hearing time is a big one for you. Maybe coming up like a long-term plan for those where it's like business oriented or whatever. But the 8 of Pentacles is focus and it's consistency. It's like very Virgo, very, very Virgo energy you guys got going on. Do we have anything going on in Virgo? Not yet. No, not yet. Not yet. But that's interesting that I'm feeling all that Virgo energy. Can I get a card for my earth signs, Tauruses, Capricorns, and Virgos? I would even check your 6th house. 6th house is technically Virgo energy. I would see what's going on in your 6th house, if there's anything transiting your 6th house. I would also see where Virgo falls in your houses to see if just that particular house for you is really prominent in your life right now. Sorry for the noise. Can I get a card for my earth signs? Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Trust. Ooh, I like it. Trust. Trusting in your process, trusting in you're doing things the right way. Because you are taking this like patience. If you're not being patient, you're being impulsive. Might be a need to kind of pull back a little bit. Use your own intuition with that. But trust, this is having faith. This is having a sense of comfort and a sense of peace with taking things a little slow. Also really, you know, there's a component of unknown that I'm feeling with the trust card. You know, we had a lot of confusion when we were in the land of the lost. We really did. It was a lot. It was a lot for everybody. And now that we're like out of it, and really like some of us still crawling out of it, trust during that whole period of time was probably very difficult. And now that we're out of it, it's easier to trust. I feel like there's a lesson in trust here for you, earth signs, that no matter what confusion happens, no matter what chaos takes place, thank you. This is something that you have learned through the last month. The power of trust, and that no matter how crazy things get, no matter where the chips, how intensely the chips are falling, when they fall, you'll be fine. And things will work out, and you still can have a plan in place. You will still have stability, and you can still move forward on things. I feel like that's also part of it, where, you know, the plans that you had, or whatever this like very pentacle oriented energy is around you regarding a goal or something you wanted to build or work towards, or ideas that you had, even if they're about relationships or your own personal foundation, it really feels like a personal foundation sort of a thing. That the confusion that came up, I think, challenged your plans. Challenged your understanding and knowing of like, oh shit, is this what I want? Oh shit, did I not think about it did I not think about this all the way? Or putting you in a state of a little bit more anxiety about it, and now coming out of it, you're like, oh no, I was cool. Wait a minute, I was cool, everything is fine. Realizing that your trust in yourself is stronger than you initially thought, but also coveting it more so than you did before. That's very nice energy. I like it. Any other cards? I just want one more. I feel like you guys just need two. Can I get one more, please? For my earth signs, just one more. Things are still, they keep saying this, things are still falling into place. Clarity is still coming, like falling into place. This restless energy, it's like, I know that you're a little restless. I know you're ready to, eager to like, you know, like harness this like really positive energy after being in such a mucky period of time. But let clarity, let the pieces fall into place. Let it happen. Let truth show you. Let the path reveal itself is also what I'm hearing. Let the path reveal itself. Let the path reveal itself. Even if your plans need to change a little bit, that's okay. But let it reveal itself to you. It's part of having trust. Can I get one more card for my earth signs? Ooh, good luck. I like it. I really like that. And I love that in this picture, it's a big, fat, giant cat. Like, imagine if cats were really this size. I think I'd love them even more, to be honest with you. I think I would. I think I would look up at it and just like want it to hug me. Not sit on me, hopefully not, but just like, I just want to pet it so badly. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. Let things continue to fall into place, even if changes happen, because things have changed. We've changed, excuse me. We've come out of this super karmic judgment day kind of period of time. And now that we're out of it and we're seeing our way out of it, we can really utilize that to our advantage and see the benefits of things that we have learned and let go of during this period of time. And it can bring rewards. It can bring benefits. It could even bring luck or a sense of fate. I would even see where Jupiter's transiting for you. Jupiter's in Aries. So I would look at where you have Aries in your personal houses and see and take a look at that, because that might be also where you're getting a little bit of a boost from Jupiter, a little bit of a helping hand. So yeah, it's working out, and you know it. And for those of you who are still antsy, you need to learn to just have a little bit more trust and faith, because things are really truly working out. Even like compared to the anxiety you had during the last like month, right? Like, well, think back to like 2 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. Think back and look at where you're at now. And things are fine, right? Right. Okay. Moving on to the wild, unknown spirit animal deck, whatever it's called. It's got too many words in the title. Animal deck. That's what I'm going to call it. It's the animal spirit deck. Any messages or insights for my earth signs? A little bit of wolf energy too. Very earthy. Like I said, you guys are totally in your element. Some of you have experienced, it's weird how they're showing it to me. Actually, that's really weird how they're showing it to me. So they're showing it to me like Star of David. And at like the pinpoints, there's like these little cups and like they're all shifting. Like that's how they're showing it to me. Some of you have really had your perception turned upside down. And so recalibrating that has been a lot. Some of you, it's been, I want to say all facets of your life, but it feels like an illusion. Like, I don't feel like that's actually true. It's like, it's a perception though, that your whole life was turned upside down, but it really wasn't. And like, you're really seeing that like things weren't that crazy. They just felt that crazy. I'm also getting major shift in your own social dynamics where, you know, maybe you were leaning towards like, a certain type of person or even group of people, and your whole feeling about them, singular or plural, has shifted because you've really shifted. Okay. Oh, yummy. It's one of my favorite cards in this year. You know, it's funny because moving into 2022, we had the octopus plaguing everybody, and now we've had the elk like coming out in almost everyone's reading this year, and it's such a really awesome energy to have. Elk is also very earthy, very mature earth energy. You can see it as masculine principle. It's commitment, it's long-term, it's very King of Pentacles. It is also kind of like the ultimate parent partner of like showing up and protection and being there. You know, the follow through. Knight of Pentacles is follow through, but this is much more mature than a Knight of Pentacles. It's more of a leader energy, which is why it comes off as King of Pentacles. So it's really nice to have that here. Really feeling Cappies, actually. Really feeling my Capricorns with that. Any other messages or insights for my earth signs? Am I taking this? No. Okay. Again, it's like you guys are really wanting to be the King of Pentacles. You're really wanting to hold yourself to that level of accountability and stability and maturity and standard. and standard, so you can actually have more abundance in your life and also be able to give more abundance to other people, or be a part of that where other people are involved in it. Again, whether it's business or it's family stuff, or I actually am just hearing education, so that's interesting because it's about education. But you're wanting to be that. You can see it as being a boss, but I feel like it's more higher dimensional than that. It's like, I don't know, I guess for some reason, like when I said that, like vibrationally, I feel like that was almost lower than where this energy is at. This is a very wise, mature, responsible energy that people look up to. Thank you. It's elder. It's elder energy. It's elder energy. Yeah. It's not becoming the boss, it's becoming the elder. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Anyway. Any other messages or insights for my earth signs? Some of you guys during this last like 3 to 4 weeks have really, really worked on your own. You can say your masculine energy. It's the part of you that can hold you. It's the part of you where you can feel safe and protected within yourself and be responsible, and also take action when needed, in order to feel safe. That part of you, some of you really needed to do some shadow work there. By not feeling safe. That's also what I just heard. By feeling really not safe. By feeling really not okay. And really not supported and really unsure. Interesting. All right. Anything else for my earth signs? Ooh, we got the bee. When the bee comes out, rewards and gifts are soon to follow, because bee is about the work. It's about the work. It's about the diligence. It's about being accountable and responsible and ready. So not surprised that that's there. Again, coupled also with the good luck kitty. The good luck kitty cat. Is he wearing a crown? He's wearing a crown. I'm sorry, I don't know why this card is making me so happy. He's wearing a crown. There's something about that card that makes me really giddy, and I don't know why. Because it's like, it's obviously showing rewards and abundance and that kind of like stature that can come with that, status that can come with that, but it also is very playful at the same time, and I'm just really digging it. Anyway, moving on. Anything else for my earth signs? I think the Saturn Aquarius energy, because it is Aquarius and it's air, against earth, your earth signs, again, really dependent on your chart. But yeah, air energy is hard for earth signs. It just is. It's just the natural order thing. It's not a bad thing. But overall, collectively, this Saturn Aquarius period of time that we're in for the next 4 months is going to be really good. It is literally requiring us to be more accountable and responsible, and that's exactly where your head is at. So I think it's going to work out well for you guys. On the bottom, we do have lizard. I feel like this has been a little bit of a challenge for you. And I'm feeling like the last few weeks, this has kind of been part of your energy, a little overstimulated. Like overstimulated, a little overwhelmed, a little too sensitive. I almost feel like a breaking down of your balance because of not paying attention to what you really need and how to support yourself. Again, working on that masculine part of you. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. I don't really like it. It's very uncomfortable. It feels also very like, what's that word? There's a word for that. High strung, stressed, agitated, anxious, like you've been electrocuted. Like it kind of feels like that. That's been something you've been working through as you've been stepping into this energy that you've been really challenged with in the last 4 weeks. Oh, perfect. Underneath that, we got vulture. Being transmuted. Understanding why you get like this. Understanding what causes you to get in this energy or fall out of balance and become overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, too energetically sensitive. You could even be empathic, obviously. Yeah. Wow. That's very nice earth signs. Transmuting that through the shadow work that you guys have been doing. Underneath that, we even have the golden egg, opening the heart, becoming more happy and joyful and centered and relaxed. So you can take on this energy. That's the other thing with this Knight of Pentacles vibe that I'm feeling with your earth signs as you're stepping into this. You kind of had to learn how to be different. No, that's not the way to say that. How do I say that? you had to kind of learn, again, what causes you to kind of fall like this, the root of that, but also how to be the elk. How to be the elk and not really the lizard, right? You want to be more of a King of Pentacles. How does that happen? What does that look like? How does that work for you, right? Because there's a difference between what everyone else does to be King of Pentacles. That might not necessarily work for you. I almost feel like some of you guys were doing that. Like, to be the King of Pentacles, I got to do what they're doing, that she's doing, he's doing, whatever. And it made you like this. And it made you like that. Because there was something that wasn't working for you, something that really wasn't supporting your personal unique needs and balance, and you're figuring that out. A lot of stuff going on in this reading. All right, let's move on. All of a sudden just got really hot. Oh, my earth signs. It's gonna pay off. It's paying off. Please trust that this energy is paying off. Okay, it's paying off. It's paying off. All right, let's move on to, yeah. We're gonna do, it's funny, I meant to do the runic and I grabbed the Light Seers. That must have happened for a reason. So using the Light Seers Tarot. Any other messages or insights for my earth signs? Any other messages or insights for my earth signs? Ah! Hold on a second. Dropped a card. Yeah. I knew it was the Three of Wands. Three of Wands energy. Here we have that fire, the anticipation, a little bit of that restless energy, but it's still waiting, right? It's still waiting for certain things to fall into place before you can jump, before you can move, before you can have a little bit more of a, I want to say like a grounding of what it is you want. Like, till you actually start to see things take shape. It's like, I feel like you've put in the ideas. I feel like you may have even like taken a couple steps towards whatever you are trying to do as a King of Pentacles, but you don't really tangibly have it yet. Like, it's not like really fully existing in the physical yet, like barely. I want to say barely, like talk about it or even plans about it, getting logistics ready. Like, it kind of feels like that has happened. So for example, if this is like about a relationship or something having to do with like your family, I really don't feel like it's I don't feel like it's about a relationship. This really feels like logistical planning, work oriented, like, you know, birthing something. Like, that's like literally what it feels like to me. But, you know, take it as it resonates. Let's say if this is about a relationship, it's like you've made plans for the first date. You've been talking, but you haven't actually seen each other. You know, it's kind of like that. Like, as far as like wanting to like buy a house, right? You've decided on your budget. You've been talking to like a realtor, but you haven't actually like started seeing any yet. You like have bookmarked them. You talked to your realtor about them, but you haven't seen any yet. You understand what I'm saying? You've gotten the loan approval, but you haven't seen any houses yet. Like, that's that kind of energy. Any other messages or insights for my earth signs? You're waiting for the right wave, again, the right time to actually physically have it on some level. Some of you actually need to sit down and learn something. Like they really want to hit home on this for some of you, and you know who you are. You know who you are. That's actually one of the major steps that's really needed to bring whatever it is you want into the physical. You need to sit down and you need to learn it, or you need some kind of skill, or you need like class or something. There's knowledge that's actually missing for some of you, and they really are telling me you know who you are. Okay, anyway, moving on. Any other messages or insights for my earth signs? A lot of preparation energy in this, which isn't bad. Preparation's really good. Preparation's required to be ready when you're called to be ready, right? Nice. Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands. You just want to go. You just want to jump. You just want to jump. That 3 and the 8, there's a 5 of Wands there, which means there's tension. Whether it's internal, external, there's tension. There's a little bit of a friction or a struggle, or even like you know, like a wall, like hitting a wall a little bit, because again, there's still some things that need to come in. There's still some things that need to fall into place, and you know that. And you know that to get to your end goal. The fact that it's the 10 of Cups means that it's something that you're really emotionally invested in, or even can affect your family. But it's something that ultimately would make you incredibly happy. It almost has a little bit of the star feeling to it, like a wish fulfillment. You're like, I want to go. But an elk is in it for the long haul. This is a long game. This is a long game, and you got to do it right. It's got to be done right. It's got to be done with proper timing and preparation. It's going to happen. Okay? It's going to happen, Earth signs. And I feel like when the wave comes in, as the King of Pentacles, you'll be ready to ride it. Okay? And you're going to be very happy that it's finally there. There's also a little bit of nervousness. I can feel that too. There's a little bit of nervousness of being able to maintain your level of responsibility once you're on that wave. But you can do it. You can do it. Hone your skills now. Hone your balance and understanding exactly how to function properly to be able to maintain it. And maintain your sense of self and sanity and health and all of that, so you don't become the lizard again. All right? Whoa. The moon. I feel like this is really about the clarity that needs to be falling into place. I'm also feeling the shadow work there too. Don't be surprised if you have some emotional purging that still happens from time to time. I know some of us were experiencing that the last 3 to 4 weeks as we're in this karmic wind tunnel. The land of the lost. I'm really feeling the lizard here. I'm really feeling the lizard here. There's that level of anxiety and stress. It was rooted in something, whether it's trauma, programming. It's fear. It's fear. There was something that you were afraid of in the last 3 to 4 weeks, and I think it has to do with your own like sense of safety and sense of being reassured, lack of trust that you might have had in things working out a certain way, or even lack of trust in yourself. Interesting for some of you, self-worth stuff going on there. But at the root of it was a fear that made you feel very uncertain and not really steady, not really confident. And it's almost like whatever it was a specific trigger for you, could get you to be really off balance and kind of like emotionally caught up in yourself, or emotionally caught up in your fear. It's niche, so whatever that is for you. But it even put you in a state where maybe you felt very overly sensitive. I just keep getting overly sensitive with the lizard. It's not going like that can't exist with where you're going and where you want to go, and you know that. Like, to be the elk, King of Pentacles, to be the elder, whatever this disease is, emotional disease is, it can't be prevalent. It can't throw you, which is why you had to work on it. Some of you are still needing to. Some of you are still needing to come to this realization. That might be the clarity that comes in. Like, oh, that part of me, that fear that I have, or that kind of way of thinking that I have, the way of being that I have. Oh, yeah, that can't exist with what I want in my life. So let me sit down and do the work. So take that as it resonates. Let's keep going. Keep flashing the 6 of Wands. Oh, the Ace of Wands. It can't get in the way of what you want. Ace of Wands is your own desire. Your desire for a new path. It's the spark of inspiration. It's a catalyst. It's the fire that it's the match that lights the fuse, right? That gets things going, starts the domino effect. Yeah, I feel like that's exactly what it was. Like, whatever you've been faced with, in the last like 3 to 4 weeks, something about it was about this lizard energy and really needed to be transmuted or die and like let go of, because it was getting in the way of what it is you really want for yourself. And if some of you guys are still fighting that, it's never too late to sit down and do the work. Okay. Also, I'm getting clarity happening again with like the muckiness about the shifting that was taking place, like that they were showing me, about like the people that are around you, the people you want to be involved with or take with you on this journey, or even these illusions of things are not working, and then you're out of it and you're like, oh yeah, things are fine, right? That clarity is also there in those cards. On the bottom, the Knight of Pentacles. Are we surprised? I'm not. I'm not. That should be a phrase. Anyway, Knight of Pentacles, there it is. The energy of consistency, the energy of I need to move about this carefully and methodically and in a way where I'm really doing this the way that I want to really achieve what it is I actually want. Underneath that, we do the Two of Pentacles, maintaining your balance as you're needing to make these decisions with strength, with confidence, and also self-control. Okay, strength also is about self-control, and that's kind of what I was getting with you already, where it's like, yes, you have this restlessness, yes, you have this fire, but there are some things that need to be worked out before you can move forward. The shadow work that I was talking about that contributes to that lizard energy and being thrown out of balance. Also allowing any other pieces to fall into place and really learning to be the King of Pentacles, because you weren't really able to achieve that level of King of Pentacles with pursuing this particular path. So it takes a little self-control. Takes a little bit of that discipline, that earthy energy, Saturnian even sort of energy. I'm really feeling Cappies right there. And underneath strength, 5 of Cups and 5 of Wands. Whoa. You see the face I made? With the 7 of Cups. That is what needed to be tamed. That is what needed to be dealt with. And that is totally the lizard. That's being overwhelmed. That's being stressed. And like I said, for a lot of you, it's like there was some kind of fear or like niche thing that causes you to be emotionally overwhelmed or become like emotionally like at the mercy of your emotions when things don't go right, or there's a little bit of chaos, or there's a little bit of like uncertainty happening, right? It gets in the way. And you're learning to have more self-control over that. And it doesn't mean repressing your emotions. It's learning how to work with your emotions in a way that works for you. That might be different compared to other people, but so you can focus on your own stability, your own sanity, your own discipline, and not be thrown off your path and not be thrown off like pursuing your goals. You can eventually get to that 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. It's been a big month for you guys, for everybody. But just know that right now, after all that's said and done, you're here. You're here with the 3 of Wands. You're out of the judgment, karma, vortex. Again, some of you still need to do shadow work for those of you who haven't done it. And you're just waiting to catch your wave. You've been ready. Continue to be ready. Continue to do things that you need to do. Make sure you got your surfboard. Make sure it's waxed. Make sure you got your swimsuit on. Whatever. You read the surf report that day. And you're not going to miss it, and you will know when it's time. Just trust that it's coming. Keep trusting that it's coming and continue to get prepared. King of Pentacles. Okay? Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Advice. Let me get a little sip of water first. Advice. Yeah, let's go with Shamanic Healing Oracle. It is one of my favorites. I'm thinking the camera's a little too high today. I'm still stacking on my decks and books because I still have not purchased a tripod replacement. To be honest, I'm kind of hesitant to purchase so many tripods, including expensive ones. Someone had commented, stop buying cheap tripods, all like indignant. It's just like, dude, you don't know my life. You don't know my life. Anyway, Don't know, I have no idea why I felt the need to say that. A little shadow coming out. Anyway, moving on. Having a very human shadow moment. Any advice? Starting with Taurus. Cappies, you got really loud for a second. Taurus. Starting with Taurus. I don't know if it's because of what I said. Maybe that's why. Taurus, 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 Taurus. Any advice for my Taurians regarding this spread? Any advice for my Taurians? Ooh, you guys got a lot of cards. Am I picking all these? Yeah. I said yeah. All right. Oh, Taurus. We have home with It's All Good. I swear these came out for somebody recently. And unlimited possibilities. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. Taurus, you guys love your home. You love to really build a really solid, secure, reliable, comfortable, homey home. That is what Tauruses do. Tauruses, you kind of are Elks in a lot of ways too. And you are King of Pentacles energy innately. Like King of Pentacles is literally Taurus. It's fixed earth energy. If you can really make sure your home is solid and everything is fine there, you're gonna feel safe with internally. That's just like a big thing for Taurus. But feeling also at home within yourself is also really important when things happen, because sometimes things happen with your house. Sometimes there's floods, sometimes there's fires, sometimes shit goes awry, sometimes shit breaks. Like sometimes shit happens. Sometimes you have to leave your house for unforeseen circumstances, even if it's for a shorter period of time. So it's like, as much as you want to work on your home space, like, yes, absolutely make sure your home is to your liking. Make sure your environment is actually good for you, healthy for you. And if it's not, is there anything you can do to change that? That's within your means to change that until you have more resources to just up and move to like your perfect place, right? And while you're doing that, you got to make sure you also feel at home within yourself. What is it emotionally, Taurus, that's been getting in the way of you feeling emotionally okay inside of your own body, right? But just know that everything really is okay. Everything really is working out, and doors really are opening. So many waves are coming in, Taurus, as long as you have been doing the work to be prepared and ready. And of course, also doing the emotional work to feel really at home and secure within yourself and within your own home as well. Okay? All right. Virgos. Virgos. Any advice for my Virgos? You guys are the prep masters. I think you guys were fine, to be honest. Oh, no, you might need some grounding. You might be doing a little bit of overthinking, overanalyzing. Make sure you're having fun, Virgo. Make sure you're like playing and you are like taking time out every day to like just have good fun time, whether you're like going to the park or the beach or walking, hiking, like whatever's fun for you. Whatever's fun for you. Cooking, doing something creative. Being in the garden is great for Virgos. It's so good for Virgos. I just think you guys need to actually have a little bit of like almost like physical outdoor fun time for my Virgos, to kind of like take breaks to get out of your head but still like taking care of your body. But I feel like nature is a component there that you kind of need right now. It's just to help maintain. Can I get advice from my Virgos? Wow. Ooh, you're not gonna like this card. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go of how you used to do things. Letting go of the old you. Letting go of people even. As you're waiting for your wave, Virgo, I feel a lot of changes around you. I almost feel like even more vulture energy around you than I did with Taurus, and who knows where Capricorn's at with that, but we'll see in a minute. But there's a lot that's been changing around you, Virgo, while you have been also trying to cultivate this new path and understanding what's been getting in the way of that for you, emotionally speaking, to be the person you want to be, to have the life you want to have, do the things you want to do. And again, as you get ready to ride that wave, it's like there's been a lot you've had to really release. There's been a lot that's had to change around you. And I do feel like it's in your physical environment as well as internal environment. And I know it's hard, but it's necessary. I also feel like for a lot of you, even the way you prepare needs to change, because there needs to be more self-care. Straight up, there needs to be more self-care. There needs to be. It's almost like for some of you, the more self-care you're doing, the more you're going to realize emotionally, like what's kind of been getting in the way for you. Okay. Capricorns. Any advice for my Capricorns? They're showing me the creativity card in this deck. We'll see if it comes out. Creativity. Retreat just came out for you guys. I want to talk about creativity for a second. Creativity is a fire energy. Creativity, they actually showed us 3 cups like pouring into each other. Creativity is fun, and it's allowing you to be expressive, like purely from a passionate, enjoyable place, not from a place of obligation or necessity, or I have to. It's kind of like being very sacral. And I do feel like Capricorns, you guys do need more attention there, on your sacral, or moving from your sacral. Even doing dancing, like think sacral, doing dancing, again, something very creative, but I feel like moving your body in a fun way could be really good for you. Very similar to Virgo's advice, with what I'm getting for you, but I feel like you need to come from your sacral specifically. You get some carnelian, some garnet, those will be great for you. Yeah, but anyway, so we have retreat. What is it that you're not feeling, Capricorns? You want to talk about it? No, you don't want to talk about it. I feel like also while you are doing that, getting like the sacral energy is going to help you get more into you, more into your body, and more into that like fun, like fiery, inspired energy to use with your own like endeavor here. Okay, that's very necessary for you. It also is a really good center for inner child and joy, really important for you. I feel like there's some untapped emotional stuff there. Okay, now do that, but also make sure you're taking quiet time with retreat. Okay, I feel like when it's quiet and you're not doing anything, emotions are just gonna blast out of you. Okay, and moving your sacral, getting your sacral really activated, is going to help those emotions flow out as well, because sacral is one of the centers where we hold a lot of emotions. Like our hips, for example, we hold a lot of emotions in our hips. We do. Why do you think everybody's got hip and lower back pain? Yeah, sure, it's because of sitting too much, whatever, and not moving as much as we should. But it's also because it's where a lot of emotions can be stored, especially for my females. Anything trapped in your own womb space, that's all sacral. That's all sacral. There's a lot of emotions there because it is its own quantum field. Okay, anyway, that's a whole other video and conversation, but work on your sacral and make sure you have quiet time. I mean quiet time, no distractions, not doing nothing, so you can actually let those emotions come to the surface and feel, because there's some feelings that you are like, I feel like you bury with other things, and you know, not to be the stereotype, but with work, that you bury with work and keeping busy. Others of you, I do feel a little bit of that double energy, like addictions, whether it's booze or food or binge watching stuff or whatever it is. Whatever it is. Okay? Okay. All right, Earth signs, I hope you guys enjoyed that and got out of it. I didn't mean for this video to be so long, but hey, there it is. Also, don't forget to check out the website and Patreon and Vimeo and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys very soon, okay? Take care.